Welcome. This is just a quick review of the things we learned in the first week of class. Remember, our goal, our objective was students will be able to introduce themselves and greet new people. So introduce, hi, my name is. Students will be able to know their classmates by talking about things they like. I like to run. I like to sing. Then finally, students will be able to say where they're from and what language they speak. First part. This was the first lesson. Hi, my name is. So repeat. Hi, my name is David. Hi, my name is Mark. Hi, my name is. And you repeat. You can say I'm instead of hello, my name is. So I can say I'm David, or I can say I am David. Okay. After someone introduces themselves, you can say, what is your name? Or and yours. Remember, typically we'll hear what's your name? Okay. And then nice to meet you. So I would say, hi, my name is David. Or I can say, I'm David. Or I can say, I am David. After I introduce myself, I can say, what's your name? Okay. What's your name? I can say, nice to meet you. So go over this line by line. Hi, my name is. Informally, you can say, I'm, and then your name. Or you can say, I am, and then your name. We do not typically hear and yours. You're more likely to hear what's your name or what is your name. You can end with nice to meet you. So it can go over this. Okay. Next one. We have I like, first person, and then he, she, third person. So for person, I like to run. I need the infinitive. I like to run. Okay. Or you can put the ing. I like running. I like cooking. Okay. So when we use I like, we want to add the infinitive or the ing. I like to run. I like to cook. I like to dance. I like to play. Or you can add the ing. I like dancing. I like playing. Okay. Now the third person, remember he, hombre, uh, he, hombre, she, mujer. Okay. He likes or she likes. And I underline likes ends with an S. He likes, she likes. Okay. And the same rules apply. He likes running. He likes swimming. He likes cleaning. Or she likes to run. She likes to swim. She likes to clean. I think those were the ones I used. All right. When you have this third person singular, our verb gets the S. But when our third person is plural, my dogs, hace uno, it's plural, I use like, okay? My dogs like to run. My dogs like to swim, right? Singular, the verb usually gets an S, and then plural, the verb usually does not get an S, okay? So keep that in mind. He, she likes, okay? My dogs like, right? So when you're repeating this, make sure you emphasize that S. He, she likes. Then finally, I am from the Dominican Republic. I am from the United States of America. I am from Haiti. I am from Ecuador. I am from Venezuela. Okay. So I am from, and then your country, your city. I am from Reading. I am from New York City. And then I speak. I speak Spanish. I speak English. I speak Spanish, but I speak a little bit of English. I speak Spanish, but I understand some English. Okay. So I am from, and then su país. So I am from your country, and then I speak, and then your language, and if you want to add, and a little bit of English. So now it is he or she is from. So remember, he, hombre, she, mujer. He or she is from, and then the country, the United States. He or she is from Venezuela. He or she is from New York City. Okay. And then just like in this slide back here, where it's he or she likes, it's the same thing. It's with the verb. He speaks or she speaks. Because it's one in the third person, we add the S to the verb. He, she speaks English. He or she speaks French. He or she speaks English and a little bit of Spanish. Okay. And then finally, sentences. Remember in English, we do need our subject and our verb. Okay? In Spanish, you don't always need the subject because the verb, but in English, we do need the subject and the verb. Okay? So a sentence fragment does not express a complete thought. It usually just has the subject or it has the predicate, the action. So Dave writes about the storm. That is a complete sentence. I have my subject, Dave, and my action, writes. Now the next one, the heavy rains. That one is not a sentence because it has the subject, the heavy rains, but it doesn't have an action. Okay? So, number one on this side, we listened to the news report. It has a subject, we, has a predicate, a verb, listened. Okay? To the news report, that's our direct object. But we have our subject and our verb. Now, number two, the strong winds. We have our subject, the strong winds, but we do not have our predicate. We don't have our verb. Okay, so that is a sentence fragment. That's not a sentence. We have simple subject and simple predicate. So a simple subject is the main word in the complete subject. It's what the sentence is about. Our vacation in Boston starts on Saturday. So the sentence is about the vacation. So that is our simple subject. Now our simple predicate, that is the action. Okay, that's our vacation in Boston starts. Start is the action. All right. So we have our subject and we have our verb. Simple subjects and simple predicates. The dog charged after the rabbit. Now remember, we went through all of these in class. So the dog is our simple subject. Dog is the subject. It's what the whole sentence is about. And then predicate, charged. Charged means run at. The bull charged the crowd. Okay? So we have our subject and our predicate. The dog charged. That is a sentence right there. To add more to it, we put our direct object after the rabbit. Number 2, the dog's owner then chased after him. So this subject is owner. So it's not the dog because it's the person doing the chasing. So the owner is the subject, and then chased is the action. So when a dog charges, runs after, a bull charges. Now the dog's owner, the person, is chasing the dog. So the dog is running and the person is running. Now remember, these are syllables that I have in the classroom. Okay. Now, these are sounds. The letter F. If you look at the teeth, that's how we make it. These are the different letter combinations that will make the sound f. But for now, we'll just focus on the F. You will see the 2 F's at the end of words. You'll see the PH, different parts, but the main one for the PH is phone. Phone. Okay. So if you look, it's F. All right, letter P. Okay. That's the sound. Okay. It's a puff of air. That's what that is. Okay. Now the N sound. Okay. So the N sound is the N. Okay. It's the KN and the GN. K is silent and the G is silent. So even though there's KN, that K doesn't make a sound. So it's just N. Even though there's a GN, the G doesn't make a sound. It's just N. So all three say N. If you look where the tongue is, it's at the top behind the teeth. N. Okay. And now the T sound. T. My tongue is behind my teeth, very similar to my N, but it moves quickly. So this one moves quickly. The T makes the sound, and sometimes the ED makes the okay? The ED makes a d, and an id. The ED makes 3 different sounds. One of them is the sound. And then finally, so the short vowel sound is ah, right? Ah. You open your mouth, ah, like in apple, okay? These are the words we worked on. An, tap, fan, nap, at, pat, fat, pan, and tap, okay? And then these are the high frequency words. These are the words you will see a lot. Of, that does have end with a V sound. Of, I. So whenever you write the word I, it is always capital, even if it's in the middle. Am, like, me, is. Remember the TH sound. The, you, at, a, am, on, he, this, right? This, can, and love. So make sure you go over these words. If you can read them, you can say them. The same with the sounds. Practice where your tongue should be and practice where your teeth should be and your lips. All right. I will see you later this week.